Hi everybody, I'm Chris Taylor.
I'm Stetson Scribner
from TaylorMade Working Dogs.
And we're here to talk about raw food versus kibble.
So first thing we got in front of us today is bowl of Kibble. I don't even know what brand this is. I won't call them out or anything like that. We'll just talk about Kibble in general, and we'll generalize a lot of this stuff for the sake of time, because like we were talking about earlier, we can go on and on and on for hours and hours of discussion about the difference between kibble and canned food and like a high quality raw food, which each one of these things also, it's important to understand, is not created equally. So there are different levels in all of these types of food. And what we're going to talk about today mainly is the importance of nutrition when training your dog. We can't tell you how many dogs we get in here that maybe have like a temperamental issue or an emotional issue or anything of that sort where they're struggling with their training, and a lot of times it has to do with literally they're just not feeling that well. There was a really good documentary movie called Super Size Me that came out. It was about a guy that ate 30 straight days of McDonald's food, right? And what they did, and they did a great job of, is documenting his health. So after like a week or so, he started going to the doctor, and he started going to the doctor really regular. And he was taking his blood test, and they were looking at all his nutrient levels and his heart, how his heart was being affected, and how it was being used, and how it was working. And they had a lot of good data on there that showed how much it started to struggle the more he was eating junk food and fast food every single day. So I know it's a little tough, and there's a lot of decent kibbles out there, especially for a kibble. But the thing to kind of understand about kibble is it's a highly processed food. Anything that can live on a bag on a shelf for 3 months, there's not really a whole lot of real meat left in there, or anything that's perishable, right? So if it's not perishable anymore, or low perish, right? If the perishability level is very low, then obviously it has to be chock full of preservatives in order to keep it that way. So, and that's the same thing we have here in canned food. And like I said, not all of these are created equally. So you're gonna have a higher quality kibble, you're gonna have a higher quality canned food, and you're also even gonna have a low and a high quality raw food. And there's different things and factors to be taking into account. But the one thing I wanted to really kind of get clear about it is the performance and nutrition. It's really important to find what food works best for your dogs and keeps them high for performance. And a lot of times it's just a matter of the dog feeling good, and the food can have a lot that dictates that as well to it. So kind of keep an eye on what your dog's eating, think about how they are doing, and see if you're really doing the best. But a real simple kind of thing to look at is how much preservatives you have in the food. If you have a ton, there's no way long term that dog can be feeling that great. And canned food can be just as guilty. The amount of preservatives they have in canned food is pretty incredible as well. There's even a lot of raws, not this one here, but there's even a lot of raw foods that use a considerable amount of preservatives in their food. It's important. Every single bag of food and every single commercial brand has an ingredients list, has a guaranteed analysis list. It's important to read that as well and to see, and a lot of times they'll advertise if it's organic or not, or if it has any preservatives in it or not, or anything of that sort. Like this brand that we have here in front of us, Wild Instincts, it's the only thing they use for preservatives is they freeze it. And so that's a really important thing. And that's not even going into the high quality of like having digestive enzymes and things like that. That isn't even really being popularly talked about at this stage with dog food. So hopefully we kind of tapped a little bit of your interest there. There's a ton of research to be done you could do online. Like I said, to keep this video kind of short, we'll discuss some of this stuff. Just kind of wanted to bring this topic of discussion out, and look for more about this here at TaylorMade Talk, or you can even check us out on our podcast that's coming out here really soon. We'll be discussing that a ton. And you can always check out our website, www.taylormadeworkingdogs.com. This raw food specifically is www.wildinstinctsraw.com. And you can also hit our social media at TaylorMade Working Dogs. Email us questions, concerns, anything you have that you want to talk to us about. You can respond to us here on this video. Remember to like and subscribe here for us, please. And anything you want to discuss with us, you can just comment right here on the video, or you can even email us, info@tmwdogs.com. Thanks a lot for joining us today at another episode of TaylorMade Talk.